Okay, so let's start off with this first order pair, -3, 0. We're going to plug 0 in for the y, and that's going to be less than or equal to 1/3. And then in for x, we're going to plug in this -3 right here, and then plus 5. Okay, so we have 0 less than or equal to. -3 times 1/3 is -1, and then plus 5. And you have 0 is less than or equal to -1 plus 5 is 4. 0 is less than or equal to 4, so it works for this. The -3, 0 does work for that. Now we're going to check the next one. We're going to plug -3 in for this x right here, so 2 times -3, and then plus 0, because 0 is my y right here, and then less than 7. Okay, there's my 7. 2 times -3 is -6. -6 plus 0 is still -6. And -6 is less than 7, so it works for this one. Okay? And then we're going to finish up with this last inequality. Plug in -3 in for x plus y, which is 0. And is that less than 4? Well, -3 plus 0 is -3. That is less than 4, so it works for this. Therefore, -3, 0 is a solution to the system. Okay, so now let's try 9, 2. We're going to plug 2 in for y. So we'll do that up here. So we got 2. And then that is less than or equal to, less than or equal to 1/3. And then in for x, we're going to plug in 9. Remember, we're using 9, 2, plugging it in here and here, x and y, and then plus 5. Okay, so we have 2 less than or equal to. 1/3 times 9 is 3, and then plus 5. So 2 is less than or equal to 3 plus 5 is 8. So 2 is less than or equal to 8, so therefore it works for this. Now plug 9, 2 in for x and y here. So we're going to have, change this up, 2, and then in for x, we're going to plug in 9, and plus y, which is plus 2, that's this 2 right here, this is my y, plugged in right here, and then less than 7. 2 times 9 is 18, 18 plus 2 is less than 7, and then 18 plus 2 is 20, so now we have 20 less than 7. Is that true? And I would think it's not true. 20 is not less than 7, so it doesn't work for this one. Let's go and check the last one. We're going to plug 9 in for x, so it'll be 9 plus, and then in for this y, we plug in 2, and then less than 4. This would be 11 is less than 4. 11 is not less than 4. It doesn't work for this one. 9, 2 did not work for all three, so it would be, no, not a solution to the system. So now, we're going to use 0, 3. We're going to plug 0, 3 in for x and y. Let me finish erasing this real quick. Okay. So now, let's plug 3, this 3 in for the y, less than or equal to 1/3. In for x, we're going to plug in the 0, and then plus 5. So we have 3 less than or equal to, 0 times 1/3 is 0, and then plus 5, and then you have 3 less than or equal to, 0 plus 5 is 5. This is true. 3 is less than 5, so it works for this one. Alright, so now, let's plug 0 in for this x and 3 in for this y. So you got 2 times 0 plus 3 is less than 7. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 3 is 3. Is 3 less than 7? I think it is. 3 is less than 7, so it works here. Now the last one, we're going to plug in 0 for this x, 3 in for this y, so it would be 0 plus 3 is less than 4. 0 plus 3 is 3. That is less than 4. That is true. So therefore, it works for this one. So 0, 3 works for all 3. All right, the last one, we're going to take negative 5, plug it in for all the x's. We're going to take negative 8, plug it in for all the y's, and then see if it's true. All right, so negative 8 in for y, less than or equal to 1/3. In for x, we're going to plug in negative 5, and then plus 5. So negative 8 less than or equal to negative 5 times 1/3 is negative 1.6, repeating, and then plus 5. Now we have negative 8 less than or equal to, if you take 5 and you minus 1.6 repeating, you're going to get 3.3 repeating. Negative 8 is definitely less than a positive number, so it would work for this inequality. Your ordered pair negative 5, 8, negative 8 works for this inequality at the top. Now we're going to check the next one. So the next inequality, plug in negative 5 in for x. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. And then plug negative 8 in for y, so minus 8, less than 7. Negative 10 minus 8 is negative 18, and negative 18 is definitely less than a positive 7, so it works here. All right, the last one, plug negative 5 in for x, plug negative 8 in for this y. Is that less than 4? Negative 5 minus 8 is negative 13. That is definitely less than positive 4, so it works for this one. Therefore, it's a solution to the system.